Good morning, students. Now we are going to see about the other. It's represented by the insect story. So you will study this. So where it is the insects are locating. So by in this author, Rainy discards is the corner of the insect sitting on the ceiling. So he can think and develop how it is intersecting one point to the another point. Okay, that is the graph. So you can study this, you can understand what is he trying to tell. Okay, so normally so just for explanation I'm using this paper. Okay, so graph sheet, if you are having a graph sheet, we are having a two axis. This is the x-axis in horizontal, so parallel line like this means horizontal. So this is x, this is x dash. So in middle, okay, this is a x. The order line in a linear line. If you're moving to the right hand side means positive, left hand side means negative. That's symbolic representation. Say x, x dash. Then horizontal line. This is my y, y dash. Are you clear? So what we are having? X, x dash, y, y dash. So horizontal line is x axis, vertical line is a y axis, representing y, y dash. Okay, the middle, the intersecting x axis and y axis intersecting point is 0. Okay, and represents the basic concept of the graph, and we already know about. So your right hand side should be positive. Okay, so etc. Times the same. Left hand side should be negative. This is a north, this is south. The same. The upper position is positive. This is not minus. This is a positive. Okay. Lower position is negative. You should write like this. While using the graph, you can understand how we are. It means y bar means negative side, x bar means negative side. You should remember this. Okay. So that's only they mention. And so what they given in your book, the intersecting point of the perpendicular line O representing. So this is the intersecting point, right? All the x-axis and y-axis where it is intersecting common place O. So that is your origin. This name is a origin. That's nothing but in this place 0. So 0, 0 is the meaning. Okay. So that is your origins. Then what they mention, the Cartesian system. Cartesian system is nothing but we having a horizontal lines is named as a horizontal line. Which one is the horizontal line? This x o x dash is a horizontal, y o y dash is a vertical line. Okay, how can we call the x o x dash is a x axis? X axis is what? X o x dash. Then y axis is a vertical, y o y dash. Okay, this both is called coordinate axis or Cartesian. Each Cartesian is a base for the graph. Okay, in higher classes we will study deeply for Cartesian, the basic for a Cartesian. Okay, we are having x-axis and y-axis. That's a plane containing x-axis and y-axis is known as a coordinate plane or Cartesian plane. Okay, this is called as a Cartesian system. So we are having a horizontal and a vertical is named as a, okay, to help to measure horizontal and vertical is named as a Cartesian system. That's it. So in sign in a graph, I already told, right? So you're having a x coordinate. X coordinate means xo. So x coordinate xo. Sorry, ox also same only. Ox is a positive. Ox dash is a negative. Then oy is a y coordinate. Okay, this line is a coordinate. You should say this is a coordinate. Okay, so x coordinate at a point. Positive is xo. Xo is a positive. Ox dash is a negative. Y coordinate means y axis. So that's a positive where y dash is a negative. That's what they mentioned. Then order pair is nothing but a comma b. Okay, so a comma b, this is order pair. So first a is a y, b is a, so a is a x, b is a y. This is your order pair. Like that you should write. Okay, then they clearly tell b comma a is not equal to a comma b. Are you clear? So if you are having a 1 comma 2 mapping, means it's not equal to 2 comma 1. Don't change the order, that should be wrong coordinates. That's what they mention. And the basically what they tell, x coordinate means x-axis are called as a abscissa, y coordinates as coordinate. Okay, y-axis is called as a ordinate. These only the points they representing. And normally we are having a quadrants. So by using the, for understanding, I am drawing like this. By using the scale pencil only you should draw. Okay, so we are having like this now. What they mention from this clock. Okay, this is a quadrant 1, this is a quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. We are having a quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. By using this quadrant only you will study for the trigonometry, so try to understand this. Okay, so quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 and quadrant, that's we mention a quadrant. The coordinate axis divided the plane of the graph into 4 regions. So what are the 4 regions? 1, 2, 3, 4 regions. So we already know this is a positive, this is a full y-axis positive, x-axis is a negative, y dash is a negative, right? We already know about this. Now only we learned that. Okay, so the first quadrant, what are the axes we have? Positive, positive. So I can write positive, positive. I already told this is a x, this is a y. So what is a x-axis? Positive quadrant, positive values. What's a y-axis? Positive values. The same. Okay, first one should be a y, x. So what's the x? Negative. What's the y? Positive. So minus plus quadrants. Then what is y-x? Minus. What is y? Minus. Then what is y-x? Plus. What is y? Minus. Are you clear? First one x, next one y. So this is a quadrant. The first quadrant we are having a positive, positive. Second quadrant we are having a negative, positive. Third quadrant we are having a negative, negative. Fourth quadrant we are having a positive, negative. Okay, that's only mentioned in this place. The 0, 0 is the origin. We already know about this. The first region is what? So they named x, o, y is a positive, positive. Positive, positive means what? Negative number. Sorry, greater number, right? Greater than 0 only we called as a positive. That's only they mention. For example, if I am having a 5, 7, 2, 9, they given. Okay, the region, second quadrant is what? X dash 0, sorry, o, y. X dash o, y. So x dash means what? Negative, negative, comma, plus. So negative means what? Less than 0. That's only indicating in this place. So positive y means that should be the greater than 0. That's what they mention. So your x is a negative, y is a like this positive. The third one is a x dash o, y dash. That's a minus, minus. So both the terms are less than 0. Less than 0 is a negative number, right? That's why. So negative, negative we can write. So fourth region, x is what? X is a positive, y is a negative. So x is a greater than 0, y is a less than 0. So what we are having? Plus, minus coordinates. That's only they given. And the introduction part, what we are having? The coordinate of your point on the x axis is. Okay. If you are having a y equal to 0. So for example, I am having a y equal to 0. So for my x value something I am having, right? So 1, 0 in your book. So if I am putting a x equal to 0, what's my y? 0, 1. Like this, something value will come. Okay, depends upon the giving. So what is the difference? Yeah, I will give an example. So what they mention? 1, so 1, 0. So this is what axis lies, they asking. So you having a 1 comma 0 means what is your x? What is your x? So this is my 1. Then what is your y? 0. So 0 means what? This is a common. So I can draw 1 comma 0. Are you clear? If your y is equal to 0 means my coordinate, okay, my order pair is where it is lies, x-axis. Okay, if you are having x equal to 0, 0 comma 1. So what is the x? So 0, 0, and what is the y? This. So this is 0 comma 1. So my x is equal to 0 means it lies on what? Y axis. Are you clear? That's only they mention in your sum. That's what they mentioned this. So y equal to 0 means the coordinate x comma 0 lies on the x axis, some numbers, okay? You now only we saw, right? X axis. If x equal to 0, then the coordinate 0 comma y lies on the y axis. That's the major point. Then nothing to explain about this. We can directly move to the sums. So in this place what they mention, sign of the x coordinate. So what is the x? This is a x, right? So what is the sign? Minus. Then this is a positive. So minus plus, which coordinate will come? Minus and plus. So x dash o, then y. Which quadrant it is represented? Now only we learn, right? So x dash o, y means second quadrant. Are you clear? The same. The first one is a positive, second is a negative. So positive, negative means positive, negative, which quadrant is lies? So x is a positive, y is a negative. So x is. Then what is the coordinate? We are having x, o, y dash. X, o, y dash means x, o, y dash is what? Fourth quadrant. Are you clear? The same. Minus, minus, which quadrant? Minus, minus. Both is a minus. Minus, minus is a third quadrant. 3 comma positive, positive. So positive, positive is a first quadrant. 7 comma 0. 0 is a positive only. So 7 comma 0 means 7 comma 0. Which quadrant? First quadrant. Okay. 0 comma minus 4. Positive and negative. 0 comma minus 4. So positive and negative. Positive, negative means fourth quadrant. By using this one you can find out your quadrants. Okay.